Hello, it is still Tuesday, May 12th, and this little girl and my mama's kitty are having introductions very, very slowly. Yes, and she wants to go back up there. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You want to play with Sam. You want to play. Yep. So I ate my berry bowl earlier, and it is now 12:33, and oops, she wants to play. I'm going to make my lunch, and I will update you in a little while all the things that I might try. I'm thinking about what options I have now that my leave of absence is over, and I'm not sure what options I do have. I definitely can't return to work like this, so I mean, I might even look okay if I get out and do an errand. I don't know. But I'm not good to anybody like this, so yeah, they had their little hissing. We supervised, me and my mom both supervised. We're sitting in between the kitties, making sure they don't hurt each other. And we had toys and we had treats. I did that for a little while. I still haven't rested yet. I'm taking things easy, and I'm trying to do this pace strategy where you pace your energy, and I'm not really sure how to do it yet. I don't know how to tell. Sometimes you can't tell until later, but yeah, if my body tells me to lay down, I will lay down, and I will catch up with you guys in a little bit. Hey everybody, I think today is going to be a day in the life. It's kind of chaotic though, because I'm kind of feeling it out as I go, and it's at like almost 3:30. It's almost time for me to eat again. I haven't taken a nap or anything today. If you're new, my name is Sheri. I'm an adult with ADHD, probably autism, and chronic fatigue. And I'm trying different things today. I tried to introduce the two cats who live in the house, who live on different floors, and one of them was not happy with me when I tried to comfort him. That we can talk about another time. So today I'm trying to, in between meal periods, since once I start eating, my body gets really tired and I have to lay down. I haven't slept though, which I should have done, but I didn't. So I was thinking that period of time when I actually get up to get something to eat, I have a little energy, so I should do something at that time. So, and it's not as bad as last week, so maybe I can actually, I'm feeling dehydrated too, maybe I can actually get some things done. So meal number 1, I did some dishes. Then I should have rested, but I didn't. I ended up going upstairs and chaperoning, the two cats meeting, because my mom's cat, he's lonely and he's an older cat, and my cat, she's lonely because she's bored, and I can only play with her so much right now because I haven't been feeling well. So I figured, hey, why not introduce them? Maybe they could become friends. But you have to be careful because cats are very territorial and they're very scrappy, and they do not like another cat in their area. So it can get dicey. So after the first meal, I was having my ADHD moment, and I was like, forgetting I had to go lay down. I'm like, let me introduce the cats. I brought a toy with me, and I brought something to drink for me, and I sat up at the top of the stairs as the two cats are like coming, like they're going to fight, but I'm playing with one cat so the other cat can see, there's fun happening here. Let me give her a treat. Let me give him a treat. Kind of make sure to see how they're going to be. If they're going to fight, then no, we're not going to do it. Call my mom in so she could help me supervise. So I thought, I'm not really doing anything. This is rest. I could sit here. But I was kind of stressing out about the cats. And I forgot, and time went by and I had to eat again. So I ate. And yay, we got some cachava. Curtis ordered some cachava. That stuff's so expensive, but it was making me feel better. Hooray, it's a meal replacement shake. It's like the Rolls Royce of meal replacement shakes. It's very expensive. I'm hoping to find something similar that costs a lot less now that I haven't been working. We can't afford that. 15 servings, $70. No. So I'm going to use it sparingly. But I was so excited. I had a full serving with 8 ounces of milk and met all my carbs for that goal. Well, I mean, all my macros, except protein. No, except for carbs. So I'm being very boring now. I apologize. I had to roll in some... Wow, this is getting boring quick. Okay. Then I laid down. And now I've been wasting time scrolling. Instead of resting, which is what I should be doing. But now it's time for my nap. This is probably unusual. Anyway, introduce the cats. And now I'm going to try to put the dishes away and have something to eat. Is this a bad idea to talk about this stuff? Maybe. Okay, I won't record more unless it's important. But maybe at the end of the day, I'll recap how it went. And see if I can do anything more than just dishes. So I'm trying to space things out with my chronic fatigue, see if I can get back to doing tasks again and out of bed a little bit more and gradually increase it, but not in a way that's going to cause me to crash or get sick again or have a post-exertion malaise, post-activity crash thing. And I love you guys, and I'll see you later. Hello again. It's the afternoon. I just spoke with you a minute ago. Dun da da, 3:42. So, during that period of time where I had a little energy, where I got my first, where I got my first meal. I'm trying to see if I can, can I set this up? Okay. So the first period where I was eating, I have to kind of like schedule when I can get tasks done during the time when I would get up to get something to eat, because the rest of the time I can't really do much. So this is when I will be having meal number 3. So before I eat, I'm going to do a task. So, and I apologize if this is loud, but I'm going to actually do some dishes, and then I will make meal number 3. So yeah, for meal number 1, I loaded the dishwasher with some dishes, and then I had to stop. And now, a couple meals later, I have enough energy that I'm putting some of them away, and then I'm going to stop. And then we'll see how much I can do. I don't want to push it. You kind of have to feel it, play it by ear. So I loaded the dishwasher, I turned it on, and now I'm putting them away. And I know that it's just frustrating because this would normally be a task. I could just do all of this in like 15-20 minutes. But it beats just resigning myself that I'm stuck in bed, and it's like little bits that I can do. I did the thing! Hooray! I'm spraying the counter. Hooray! Hooray, hooray! Oh my god. It's the little things. The little things are the big things. And so what I'm trying to do, besides not have such a disgusting kitchen, is figure out how to work with the health condition I have and not make it worse. And clean the sink a little bit. And this is an improvement. So, hooray for small victories. I did them both. I wasn't even going to. Oh, that was just because I set up my phone. Oh, look what we got. My kitty. She likes her food. And she's getting a tummy. So we got that for her. But look, I'm so proud. Things when you're stuck in bed doing the dishes is not necessary. And before this little energy spike runs out, I'm going to eat something. But first, we're going to go say hi to the kitty. My messy house. Ignore my messy house. Hello, baby girl. Oh, she loves looking at the birds and the wildlife. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Yes. I have to clean everywhere. Okay, and I'm going to go eat something. And so far, meal 1, put dishes in. Somewhere before meal 2, I went up and supervised 2 cats meeting. It's like a spontaneous thing. But I was nervous because they might have thought that was probably not a wise thing to do. Meal number 3, and I'm standing. I'm leaning up against this wall. Meal number 3, which I haven't had yet, which I'm gonna eat. I just did the rest of the dishes. Hooray! Now, if I can keep them like that, then it won't be a task. So I just took what normally would be a 1 task. I mean, nobody likes, picking up and cleaning it. It's a lot to maintain, but when you are sick, you can't do things that you used to. So you have to decide which task you're going to do. So that's what I just chose. My back is starting to hurt. I'm starting to get achy. I'm going to eat and then lay down and check up with you again and see what maybe I can do next. I don't know. So each day I'll try to do a little bit more. Should I push those 50 steps yet? No. I'm going to eat. And I'll see you in a bit. It's now 4:16. I ate a lunch. I had a can of sardines, so for some quick protein. Not everybody likes fish. You could do tuna fish if you don't like sardines. If you don't like fish, you can do a protein shake. So I did that. I had a mozzarella string cheese, and something was missing from what I was eating. And I'm having a French roll, and I'm steeping some adaptogen tea. So if you have ADHD, and this, check with your doctor, because some adaptogens can conflict with medications. This one, so far, so good. It's got ginseng in it. And that's a potential, I think it might be a potential for serotonin syndrome if it boosts those same pathways. I'm not sure. I'm going to look more into it. I know that there was something about this that I need to be cautious. And that's the thing, is that sometimes caffeine, when we use caffeine to push ourselves, sometimes the exhaustion we're trying to push through is a sign that we've run out of steam and we need to rest. And the caffeine just covers that up. It disguises it. So sometimes we can actually make it worse by pushing through. So I'm steeping that in an infuser ball of immunity tea blend that I made with some herbs from my cupboard that I had looked up and have some immune benefits. These are just regular pizza, food kind of spices. But this is the blend that I have. 1/4 part bay leaves, and then everything else is 1 part. And I think they were like half jar of each thing. They're older spice because I was so sick of feeling sick that I just use what I have. But now I'm kind of running low, and now I have to make another mix. So next time I go to the store, I'll try to get a cheap brand if I can of these spices. I don't think they're expensive. I think they're like $5 each, but this lasted me, I think, a couple months. So yeah, make sure to drink more water and not to have more than a couple cups a day, and check with your doctor. I know it sounds silly, but they may know something we don't. And while I'm letting my tea steep, so these kind of herbs take a while, and they're just regular, like, well, not these kinds of herbs, but this is a mess. You don't want to use that, although that'd be interesting to look at what that does.
Turmeric is good, but like I said, if you take any medications that are metabolized through your liver, check with your doctor before taking turmeric because they will build up in your system. So yeah. So I think I used all the smaller bottles of the other types of spices that weren't mix. Yeah, I went through everything that was in here and I used up everything I could. You know, I was like, okay, I just did a search. I'm like, I know that there's benefits to some of these herbs that are really good for you. My grandmother was a CNA and she used to rave about articles that she read about garlic and how garlic is really good for you. So I made a tea, and it does kind of taste a little spicy if you're not used to it. But it's not hot. It's not a hot spicy. But if you want to, what you can do is I would put a chai flavored tea with it. So I can use turmeric tea in a tea bag because then I'm getting some of the turmeric, but I'm not ingesting a lot of it. It's a much smaller amount. So I was using like a chai turmeric tea, and the chai flavor pairs well with that. But now it's like, I think that my body recognizes that it's good for me. So I don't even like taste that taste anymore. It tastes good to me now. And it's very clean. If I do a chai flavor profile, I'll put milk and some half and half because some of these nutrients are fat soluble. So they need the fat to be a vehicle for your body to absorb them. And if you don't want to use dairy fat because you're watching your cholesterol, you can put in, let me see, avocado oil. This stuff has no flavor. You do see it on the top. It doesn't like go mix in with it like cream does. It's just, you just have to whisk it up. And I put that in there. And if you don't mind that it looks kind of funny, it tastes the same to me. It doesn't bother me. But that's a way that you can still get your fats if you don't want to raise your cholesterol. Those are healthy fats. So avocado oil and olive oil are very good for your brain. Just like the omegas in sardines and salmon. And so I'm going to let this tea steep. I'm going to let the herbal blend that I made steep for like 15 minutes. And this adaptogen thing says to steep for 4 minutes, and I'll probably let it steep a little bit longer. But it has a nice flavor. It doesn't have any caffeine, but ginseng can be stimulating. It just works in a different way. And finding contradictory information that some people in some circles of thought will actually recommend, like some doctors and some people will recommend things like ginseng, ashwagandha, things like that to help heal the nervous system from chronic fatigue and autistic burnout and ADHD burnout. But it's not that cut and dry. It's not a magic pill because it all depends on how bad it is. If your mitochondria are so bad that they're protecting themselves and they're really crashing, and like some people get so bad that they're like in bed and people have to feed them and they have like an oxygen tube and they can't move, and it's just really, those people do not give them any kind of ginseng because you're basically taking an engine that's crashing and you're trying to rev it and you're just going to make it crash worse. That's what I hear. So if somebody isn't as bad, it might help, but it could be potentially not good. And so you have to watch out for if you get shakes from caffeine, if you start to feel your heart race, you're having too much. And the same thing with this, even if you've cut the caffeine out, you do have to watch out, especially if you're taking ADHD meds because they are stimulants. So be careful with your caffeine intake. If you're young and you're like, hey, I pound Monster drinks all the time, I'm fine. You might be fine now, but it's not good for you. And you might be doing like little micro damage to your heart, maybe. I don't know. I'm not trying to scare you. Moderation. And you know your body, and do what you can to help yourself, but not make it worse. And right now it is 4:24. I've done the dishes. I've eaten my third meal. I'm starting to crash from eating it. I'm going to lay down. I'll see if I can play a video game without falling asleep. And then I will take out the adaptogen tea. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to leave it. And if I fall asleep, I fall asleep. And it's okay. I mean, if you do that with regular tea, you have to worry about the caffeine being too strong, and the tannins will upset your stomach, especially like black tea, but green tea can do it too. Green tea does have L-theanine, which is very good for overstressed nervous system if you have ADHD or autism, and you feel like you're in fight or flight, just stressed out all the time, just navigating everything, trying to keep up with everything, and you can't do the things other people can do, and you don't know why, and they don't know why, and you're just pushing through it. L-theanine has a nice calming effect. But again, it's probably safer to get it through tea than to take a supplement. I think L-theanine, because it, again, may work on those same pathways as the antidepressants, just check with your doctor to make sure it's fine. I'm interested in maybe taking an L-theanine supplement, but supplements are way stronger and are like medication. Just because they're a natural supplement, a natural substance, once they concentrate it into a pill form, think of it as a medication. And a lot of these supplements, even though they're sold over the counter, you still have to treat them like drugs, because they are the original drugs. Before we started to chemically make things in labs, this is what people use for hundreds or thousands of years, was substances we got from plants. So keeping it natural is always good because it's safer in smaller amounts. You can always gradually increase something. It's better. This is just my opinion. I'm not a doctor. And I hope this is helpful for you. And I'm going to go lay down. And so far today, I've did an introduction with my two cats in a house that are separate from each other. That was kind of stressful. And I did dishes, and that's actually a lot. So I'm going to lay down, and I will see you guys later.